of ice are glaciers, yeah, and they're actively moving. There was a huge glacier in here, so even though we don't see it now, we know it was here. And why do we know it was here? It's a fjord, and we can actually see that beautiful U shape.
And you can see that there's some grey ridge along the far side of that glacier, close to the ice. Well, that in fact indicates where that glacier was just a few years ago. It's called a trim line. What is happening at the present time? You look at these rocks and they're all sorts of colours. Why have these rocks got all sorts of different colours in patches on the surface? What's going on? The colours are basically from chemical changes in the rock. So this rock is rotting. And in some places you can actually see where some of this rotten rock has fallen off, and you've got a nice clean face for the weather to be acting. That's chemical changes. But you also have some changes which are due to the formation of ice in cracks. And as you get changes through the winter and between seasons, the ice is forming, melting, and gradually you get pieces pushed off by ice action. This landscape is dynamic. It's not static.
Oh, wow. Hey, Michelle. Want to try it again, guys?
Yeah, we have to do it for it.
So is this cool? Who here has never been on a glacier before? Excellent. Well, another back pocket moment.
Oh.
How does it taste like?
Cold. The best water in the world.
Like this.
Glaciers are really important, and we already talked about the water resources that are associated with glaciers. As a matter of fact, there are roughly 1 billion people in the world that rely on water coming out of the mountain systems. And right now, we're taking about as much water out of those rivers as we can without really affecting the environment. But what happens when the source of the water for those rivers starts to deplete? What happens when the glaciers disappear? Glaciers are critical, and we're losing them at a tremendous rate. This glacier probably has shrunk by 50% in the last 100 years.